Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is a Wednesday. We are halfway into this work week. I hope your week feels good. I hope you feel good about how you've been able to show up this week so far. Our teacher this week is Tara Brach. She's got so much content of really good work to dive into. And today we're diving into what might just be my favorite part of any of this work. And I've tweaked some of the past meditation, and I think this one that we do this morning will become another regular. Melanie, good morning. It's good to see you. Sunmary, good morning. It's good to see you guys. I'm always happy to share this part of my day with you. This one is called The Observer. The Observer. And the quotes I'm sharing from Tara Brach will make this pretty clear pretty quickly, what this meditation is and the usefulness of it. Estelle, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Right, the first one is very simple. Just 5 words, 6 words. Become a witness to your thoughts. Become a witness to your thoughts. Is that an experience you've had? Have you found yourself in a moment of possible reactivity, stepping into that space of really seeing you and going, I can choose differently here? And I have to say, if in that moment you feel yourself judging yourself, criticizing yourself, it's not the observer. It's still a part of you that feels triggered in this moment. Leshna, good morning. When we really find that space of observer, where Tara says, become a witness to your thoughts, there's an absence of making ourselves good or bad. There's just seeing. It's a Buddhist philosophy that says, wisely seeing. Just taking a step back and wisely seeing exactly what is there. Maggie, good morning. It's so good to see you. Right, let's get into the next one. Each time you meet an old emotional pattern with presence, your awakening to truth can deepen. I'm sure we all know how that could feel. Karabo, good morning. An old emotional pattern. Seeing the same pattern play out again. Realizing we're about to reactively do the same things, take the same actions as so many times in the past. Each time you meet an old emotional pattern with presence, your awakening to truth can deepen. There's less identification with the self in the story and more ability to rest in the awareness that is witnessing what is happening. You become more able to abide in compassion, to remember and trust your true home. Rather than cycling repetitively through old conditioning, you are actually spiraling towards freedom. There is absolutely a spiral that we encounter, especially as we work through things and try hard to work through things. And we do encounter the same things again. Even if we've worked our way through them, they come up again and again. Our job is to become present again with the same thing we've worked our way through before, become present again, and choose from our free will, not from a program, how to respond, how to react to the same thing again. And that spiral brings you inwards, closer and closer. What did you call it? To your true home. To remember and trust your true home. And rather than cycling repetitively through old conditioning, you are actually spiraling towards freedom. I love how she puts it. Right, one more, then we'll get started. Feeling compassion for ourselves. This is the balance, and you'll feel the balance in today's meditation as well. Feeling compassion with ourselves, looking at ourselves in kindness, looking at how we're kind of falling into the same trap again. Having kindness for ourselves in no way releases us from responsibility for our actions. Rather, what it releases us from is the self-hatred that prevents us from responding to our life with clarity and balance. The pushback with this kind of work, looking at yourself with kindness and with love rather than punishing yourself, is there's a sense that, am I then releasing myself from responsibility? And I promise you it never plays out that way. If you look at yourself kindly, if you hold a space of love for yourself in your worst state, what it releases you from is the self-judgment, the self-hatred, and the self-criticism that traps you. We don't make better decisions when we hate ourselves. When we stop hating ourselves, we'll make better decisions too. Good morning, Vivian. It's good to see you. Right. Let's get started. Today's journey starts now. It's called The Observer, and we're taking the time to practice this, to practice being the witness to our thoughts. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away together. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. As you breathe in, as you fill your belly with air, stretch out your spine and lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. Once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. And in this first phase of today's meditation, let's just practice observing. Only observing. I want you to place yourself on a beach beach, sitting on the sand facing the ocean. And timing your own full body breathing to the waves you see rolling in. As you inhale, feel yourself rise. Once you've reached your full height, and exhale, allow yourself to collapse. Watch wave after wave roll in as you rise and fall with every wave. Your body is rising as the wave rises. And your body is falling as the wave crashes. You feel the breeze on your skin as you inhale and exhale with this flow of water. Can you smell the salty air? Can you hear the waves matching the rhythm of your breath? Take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. Deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. Breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your whole upper body to the left and also lean your whole upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch and move and adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Stepped into this present moment as much as we can. We'll turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of today's journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, really draw it out. Make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. Body. Feel the muscles of your body and feel them soften. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, melt. Feel yourself melting. Feel your body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping deeper and deeper into you. Every inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow the journey inside. As you breathe in through your nose, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slipping all the way in. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a long, slow exhale. into this body. Take your next big breath. I want you to find in the last few days, could be this week, could be Monday or Tuesday, could be the weekend that's passed. Try not to go back too far, keep it current. Unless you don't find anything, then go back further if you need. But in the last few days, I want you to find an incident that's fresh in your memory. Could be a trigger. Could be a moment of being triggered in the last few days. But it could also just be a really good moment. So good or bad, find a moment, an incident, an event fresh in your mind. And just look. As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I also want you to try and step outside of yourself in that moment. Can you zoom out and have a bird's eye view of the you in that moment? Try it out. Be a fly on the wall as you re-watch this moment. Take your next big breath. Again, it might be helpful if you're re-watching a moment in which you were triggered, a moment in which you were reactive. But it's perfectly fine if the moment you are witnessing was a good one. As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, could you describe yourself physically? While you're taking this time to observe yourself in the moment, what were you wearing? Were you walking? Were you sitting? Were you pacing? Were you lying down? As you zoom out and look at you, how would you physically describe yourself in that moment? Take your next big breath. you're observing involved other people, or another person, someone who triggered you, I want you to limit your interaction right now only to you, not to the other person or other people. Just see you and observe you. In the moment you are re-watching, what did it feel like to be inside of that body? The body of you as you watch it in this moment. Were there any physical sensations inside of that body? How did the heart rate feel? How did the muscles feel? Take your next big breath. While you are looking at, while you are observing that you in that moment, what was that you saying? What was the language he or she used? Remind yourself as you observe yourself, what were you saying in that moment? Take your next big breath. While you were saying, while you were talking, what were the thoughts in your mind? And it may be interesting to note what you were thinking while you were speaking. Were the thoughts and the words the same, or were they different? Were you thinking something different than what you were saying? Take your next big breath. you are looking and seeing wisely, that the you from that experience, are you able to find within yourself a feeling of acceptance for this human? If you can't, if you don't, it's not a problem. It's just a journey. It can take time. And if you can't find that feeling of acceptance right now, just try to keep observing openly. But if you can find a feeling of real acceptance for this human, you might see it in your mind play out physically as well. You might be able to see yourself, give yourself a hug. You might be able to see yourself, hold yourself. However that plays out for you, the question is, can you find in yourself a feeling of acceptance for this human? Take your next big breath. Take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, soften. Invite softness into every fiber of your being. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I want you to ask yourself this question without searching for an answer. Just ask and be open. Let what comes up from deep inside of you illuminate this. While you are watching you, while you are watching a version of you, while you're able to observe you, who are you being? Who is this that sees? While we are in this space of seeing, if you were to find yourself in a similar spot, similar circumstances in the future, would you like to respond differently? Would you like yourself to physically look different as you respond? Like your body language to be different? Would you like your words to be different? If you could choose, what would you want your thoughts to be in a similar situation? If you could pick your thoughts ahead of time, what would you want them to be? And if the same situation arises again, and if you react from an old pattern again, same old way, are you going to judge yourself harshly for the same old mistake? Are you going to let that self-hatred fester again and again? Or will you simply bring yourself back here and observe again? Find compassion for the human being again. And again decide how you would want to do this differently. Responsibility without the self-judgment? Can you be accountable? Can you hold yourself accountable without the self-hatred? I have news for you. This is exactly what love is. This is exactly what love does. And another way to describe love is it knows exactly how to find the balance between discipline, being disciplined, and also surrender. It's a beautiful thing, love. And when we find more of it for ourselves, it's so clear how we are stronger. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you. This is from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for that noise outside only starting now. Thank you. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to observe. A deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be more responsible, take responsibility, and be accountable, but in the absence of any judgment or criticism. Deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to become more disciplined and at the same time and in the same space, also surrendered. One more. Big breath in. Beautiful people. Let me just see who I can say hello to. Linda, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Jacille, good morning. Thanks for popping in, you guys. Being the observer. I think I want to share these few thoughts with you again from Tara Brach this morning. Become a witness to your thoughts. Each time you meet an old pattern with presence, your awakening to truth can deepen. There's less identification with the self in the story and more ability to rest in the awareness that is witnessing what is happening. You become more able to abide in compassion, to remember and trust your true home. Rather than cycling repetitively through old conditioning, you are actually spiraling towards freedom. Feeling compassion for ourselves is in no way a release from responsibility. Rather, it releases us from the self-hatred that prevents us from responding to our life with clarity and balance. And see if you can feel that observer space more and more. And absolutely forgive yourself for the moments that you don't. Lots of love to you all. Thank you, Leshna, Maggie, Sun Marie. Have an awesome day. See you right here again tomorrow. Have a good, beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.